Hey, you guys. Welcome to Pretty Tarot. And let me get all this stuff out of the background. I should have did that before. I don't like having stuff in my background. Anyway, this is a timeless tarot reading. It is called How Do They Feel About You? I don't think I've done one of those in a while. So I like to rotate them around and I like to keep it pretty general. Um, Now, this is a general read. Can it relate to love? Yes. For a lot of you, this will relate to love. Some of you, it's just going to relate to whoever it is that you're dealing with. It could be family members, a friend, a significant other, a crush, whoever, coworkers, whoever. Okay, neighbors. But for a lot of you, this reading is probably going to resonate with you in regards to love. So, um, you take it how it resonates. Whatever resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. By the way, part of my face may get cut off during this. Don't be mad about it or don't feel any kind of way about it. You probably won't. But I'm just letting you know that now because I've had somebody tell me before that you cut off. Oh, fair, you cut off in half your reading, whatever. Anyway, so I want to also say this. This is important. Y'all probably want to skip around stuff. But while I'm shuffling, in fact, before I shuffle, yeah, I want to say this before I shuffle. You guys, you have got to be more discerning in who you're dealing with, and you got to learn how to not be giving yourselves away to anybody and everybody just because you feel like you're in the moment or you're feeling hot and bothered or whatever it is. Stop doing that because it's getting you guys into more situations that you don't want to get caught up in than a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna shuffle anyway, and then I'll give you guys your options and choices. But um, I'm seeing some of the comments that some of you guys make, and I feel bad. You know what I'm saying, for you guys when you guys go through the stuff that you go through, but you guys have got to start protecting yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so hot and bothered to where you just want to just give up your goodies to to somebody just because you feel like, oh, it's right. No, it's make somebody wait for you. You know what I'm saying? Make somebody wait for you. And if they're not willing to wait for intimacy with you, then they are not the right person for you. Okay? They're just not. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to turn around and do something, real jerkish or whatever. I'm sorry. I got these candles in here and they just kind of like kept making all this noise against the table when I shuffled. So the groups that we have that we're going to work with, this is a quarter. So we have the quarter group, we have the dime group, and we have the penny group. Okay. So you guys select which coin stands out to you the most or is speaking to you the most, and that will be your reading. I recommend only picking one reading. However, if you feel moved to pick more than one, then you may do so because there may be messages for you in more than one reading. However, if you find yourself confused, then it's because you picked more than one reading. But take what resonates and what doesn't, just leave it where it is because some things will hit close for some of you, other things will hit, closer for others. Okay, so I'm going to start with the penny group, and that should be time stamped at 4. I think that was like 411 and 412. All right, let's see how do they feel about you. By the way, you guys, I hope all of you so we're going to timestamp the penny group further out. I hope all of you have been doing well. I hope all of you have been staying you know safe, taking your vitamins and your health supplements and things to be well. Okay. Because it's right now at the point in which this reading is being done, the coronavirus is a major thing going on right now, and a lot of people are, in quarantine or just doing social distancing or whatever. So, anyway, once again, this is the Penny Group that I'm reading for. So I can pull that forth. So, how do they feel about you? And I feel like I'm going to just try to make this like not too long, but I'll see how they feel about you guys, and then I'll do advice. I'm going to use Oracle cards and Tarot cards. So, Victory card, sideways. So, something's telling me that they are, um, something's telling me that they're kind of like, they're not sure if they are doing so great with you or if they're not. Um, I'm also kind of feeling like, and like I said, take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is. Some things will resonate for one group of you. Some other things will, resonate for other groups of you. So the other thing that I'm getting here, there's flowers here and there's stars. I kind of feel like they're wondering if they need to shower you with any attention or not, like if they need to show you attention or not. And they're kind of teetering back and forth, like, should I even pay attention to this person? Should I acknowledge them? Should I, show them some kind of love or something? They're kind of unsure about you know, what they should do in regards to you. They're kind of feeling like they want to pay you attention, but then they don't. They're kind of feeling like one minute like they want to treat you like you're special, or they think you're special, and maybe the next minute they're not. They're teetering back and forth. So this tells me that this person is a little fickle in their emotions, or they could be just fickle-minded, period. But they seem fickle for some of you, okay? And it's because they are experiencing some disappointment, some grief, some sadness. They literally could just be feeling like they took a loss with you somehow here. And let me get my other cards. They may have shed a tear over you. Yeah. Now I didn't get to finish shuffling, but I know how my cards can be. If this really wanted to flip itself upright, then it would have. This here in reverse is like they just don't want to give the attention, or maybe they cannot give the attention. Maybe they're not what's the word I'm looking for? They're not feeling very romantic about you, I would say. Flowers to me is wanting to be romantic, wanting to romance someone, wanting to, treat someone, in a special way. And usually, when somebody wants to treat someone in a special way, it's usually because they feel a sense of adoration for a person. So, this person is just kind of out of that loop there. They're not really feeling quite like, and I'm looking for my card, my cards, you guys. So you're like probably like, what is she doing? But they're not feeling like they are able or wanting to make any romantic moves towards you or any romantic gestures. They're just, I'm hearing feeling out of sync. I don't want to say they're feeling out of love or anything like that, but it just feels like they don't have the energy to give, the kind that would be like giving somebody flowers, the kind of energy that would be romancing someone, the kind of energy that would be showing someone attention or showering them with attention, and giving them acknowledgement, and and adoration and things like that. And it's because they are literally experiencing, sadness, grief, disappointment, depression, literally could be crying over the loss of something or someone. And it could be over the loss of you because maybe something hasn't worked out or didn't work out, but, or it could be over the loss or grief of something else, or maybe even someone else, I haven't really broken the reading down yet in terms of clarifying anything further to know exactly the grief. But if you guys know it's over you, then that could possibly be so. I don't want to think that anyone died, but it's possible that maybe someone could have. Um, and that also could be why, because just looking at these flowers in reverse, it just reminds me of a funeral. I don't know why. But a couple of these cards popped up here. Okay, they fell out while I was shuffling, so I'm gonna go with them. So the Four of Swords, there's a break, there's a rest. There's been some downtime, and and this could be relating to what's going on now for all we know. But because everybody's kind of having that downtime and having that rest and that break and social distancing and things like that. But this is a timeless reading, so at any point you could be watching this and that's not going to relate for some of you guys. But this is mostly about time apart, separation, taking a break. Okay, taking a rest, just giving it a break, giving it a rest, and not really wanting to deal with anything from the past or deal with anyone from the past, or not really wanting to deal with emotions from the past. This also could be something in the past just really got turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in the past, something just really just didn't work out or pan out. Um, you know, Something really just got flipped around or something, but it could just be not wanting to even think about or reflect on the past. And so this person may be trying to have patience. They may even be trying to have faith, but their faith is wavering, their patience is wavering. Um, their ability to have optimism in this situation is really wavering here. It's kind of like they really are teetering back and forth between if this can work out, if if it should even be given another, a chance or not to revive or something. Um, I feel like they have a loss of faith, a lack of faith. They're trying to be optimistic, trying to have faith, but it's just wavering for them. Okay. So let me get another card. Ah, my wonderful side cards. Let's see what the side cards have to say about this. I wanted to do this reading earlier, like in the daytime, but I had too much to do, so I'm getting to do it now at night. But I really did want to do this reading today, so somebody must have really, really needed to see this at this particular time or whatever, because I felt compelled to get on here and do this, and I'm not always on here all the time. How does this person feel about you? I'm guessing this person, they want to break free. They want to break free. They want to break out of, they want to escape. They want to escape whatever has had them feeling, um, you know, locked up. They want to escape this lockdown. They want to escape feeling like they were restricted or inhibited. They want to be free. They want to be free. And I feel like it has a lot to do with they want to be free to express themselves. They also could be wanting to just leave the situation. Maybe they even want to leave the place, leave the area where they're at. Um, Maybe they just want to just be free to just roam and do whatever it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could be feeling like they've been trapped by their feelings and their emotions here for you, or maybe they could be feeling like they've been trapped by some sort of sadness or disappointment, or maybe they could have been feeling trapped in a situation of some sorts. You guys take what resonates, because this is not going to resonate the same way for everybody. So whatever makes sense for you and whatever resonates here, um, just take it, and everything else just leave it. Okay, if it doesn't make sense. I feel like also they could be wanting to travel. Like they could just want to be, wanting to escape and travel. Um, you know, for somebody out there, I feel like this person may have been wondering if they needed to give up simply because um, maybe you guys are not like in the same location. Maybe you guys have not had the freedom to be with each other or be around each other, for whatever the reasons may be, the circumstances or whatever. And that could be the reason why this person just don't know, um, if things can work out or not. But they could be really wanting to, free themselves to get to you, or they could be wanting to free themselves to move on. It's one or the other. Okay, but they're definitely in their feels. Okay, and they're definitely confused. Earth card. So yeah, they don't know if they want to give this another try or not. They don't know if they want to revive it. They don't know if they want to start over fresh. They don't know if they can. Um, they don't know if they want to do it or not. They don't know. They're thinking about it, but they're not sure. So let me pull one more card, and then I will move on to advice. Hmm. Kind of wonder if I should just do a timeline kind of thing in terms of what they will do. So how about, let me see, what they will do, what they're doing now, what they will do um, 3 months from now. So like a prediction, and then advice, I guess. I guess. Don't know why I'm going to do all that, but for some reason I hear that I should, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right. So what are they doing about it now? What are they going to do about it in the next 3 months? Okay, so that one flipped out. And that one flipped out. Now this is frustrating because which one belongs in which position? Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Okay. Right now, they are in the dark. However, they're in a wishful place. Okay. They're looking to the universe, looking to the stars for the answers, maybe even looking to God for the answers. But this is why their back is turned to you, and why you may or may not be hearing from them. Okay, they are doing some introspection. Okay, they're looking inward, but they're also looking for the answers from a higher source, from a higher power. Okay, God, the universe, whatever. And they're wishful right there. They're very very wishful right now. Okay, they have desires. They have dreams, goals. They have things they really would like to see happen, especially in regards to the connection. Because like I said, they don't know what they want to do, but they do have some ideas of where they think they want to go, right? But they're just not sure if it can happen. But I have a feeling that they've been feeling defeated, okay, because of the grief, the sadness, depression, the tears, whatever. Um, but like a phoenix, they will rise out of the ashes. Also, they will come to the light. They will be able to see what it is that they need to do. Okay, and this is what's going on right now. It's almost like they're crashing and burning, but they're rising, out of this. So right now they're going through a process where they're literally at the end of this processing, where if they are going through something, in which they have been, and they probably are going through something right now, they're at the end of this, where they're literally transforming to a place where they're able to finally get over it. Okay, and rise above it. Okay, so they may be experiencing these motions hard, crash and burn it, and then they're gonna rise out of the ashes like the phoenix. So that's the beautiful thing. So that's what's going on now in terms of what they're doing. Okay, in terms of the next 3 months, they are going to be out of the dark. They are not going to be confused about what it is, um, that they need to do, or what it is they want to do. Okay. Um, the interesting part is here. Yeah. I want another clarifier. I feel like I want another clarifier. I feel like, but I honestly feel like they're not going to be in the dark. They're not going to be dark. They may not have anything to offer either, though. So, what I mean by that, they may not be necessarily stepping forward to offer anything. Um, and I kind of want to pull a clarifier on that, because it's kind of like, I don't know, that just seems so. Let me see if I can get a clarifier from this. I don't need a ball, just some. I feel like they're going to have some answers, but they're not going to take any action. And I think that's where this is really going. Like, they're going to know, you know what I'm saying? I think they're going to know what it is they need to do, what it is they want to do. They're they're going to be able to see everything they need to see. They're going to have the answers they need to have. However, they're not going to make any sudden moves. They're not going to make any sudden offers. Okay, I feel like they're just going to sit and be still, because they're waiting for something. What it is they're waiting for, you know, clarify and, you know, see what's coming, what's up, see what's up. Yeah. Yeah, so Four of Pentacles sideways. So to me, that's an energy of someone being stubborn, but then not really wanting to be stubborn. This this person, and I just got a toothache just now, and I shouldn't. I haven't had a toothache in all the time. Um, this person, and I guess that's because this person and whoever they are, their energy is a real pain. Okay, a real pain in the butt, because this person is so fickle with their feelings and their emotions. They're so they're fickle. Interesting enough, Four of Cups as well, because I decided to pull that one out. Because this person is fickle, it's like they really cannot, they cannot bother to make the decisions or make the moves. It's like they know what they need to know, they know how they feel at this point, and this is the next 3 months, but it's like, or in 3 months or whatever from the time that you're watching this reading, but it's like they just can't be bothered, and it's because they're too focused, I feel like, on themselves and their reflection and looking at themselves. um they're too busy being wishful, but then not believing they can have what it is that they want to have. But they also are concerned about if they are going to make a fool of themselves, and if everybody is going to, be looking at them, if they're going to feel exposed, if they're going to feel vulnerable or not, you know. It's like they want to stay on their high horse, but they're just like, this person is um so afraid of becoming vulnerable, which is why, even though they are not going to be confused, or they're going to know what it is that they need to do or want to do, they're not going to be offering anything or making any sudden moves or anything, because they are stuck in a very stubborn mode, a very, like, they don't know if they can do this or not. You know what I'm saying? And they maybe also be concerned, is it going to be much of the same? But they're afraid to be vulnerable. They're afraid to be vulnerable. So I'm gonna do some oracle cards for advice. You know, and do some oracle cards for advice, and that will conclude the quarter. I mean, the penny people. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. I swear people can just complicate stuff so much. Or they can complicate stuff so much. This is really sad. Like, to me, the reading is just really sad. Like, and sad in a sense, like, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of people they want, they know they want you, or they know they have an interest, but then they don't want to take the risk, they don't want to take the chance. In my opinion, I kind of feel like if a person can't be bothered to take a chance or take a risk to go after who or what it is that they want, then they probably don't deserve it. Because, it's crazy that anybody, they want to sit around and, be trivial, or they want to sit around and they want something good, but they're not willing to step out and take chances for it. And there's an old saying, anything worth anything is worth taking a chance on. Okay. So, I don't know where people get these things from. Everybody wants to be rich, but they don't want to take the risk or chance to become rich. They just want to play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants great love, but nobody wants to take the chance to get it. I guess y'all just, people think it's just going to fall out of the sky or something. And I'm not talking about you guys in particular, but just, whoever, I guess, but it's just sad. Sad. Because I don't think it was always this way. But we live in a society today where everybody wants to play it safe. And it's like, as long as you play it safe, it may not come about. Now, 3 cards came out of this deck, and I didn't want 3. But it says, worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Free yourself. it's time to take back control of your life. So don't be sitting around waiting on anybody. Okay? You waiting on this person, don't do it. Just live your life. You know what I'm saying? And just understand you're just gonna have to have patience with the situation and person. In the meantime, do you? And this is like make the effort. It came out reverse, so that's telling me that you're not making any effort at all. But it's telling you my device is always writing me up right. When it comes out in reverse, it's telling me that you're not making an effort. Okay. But the advice is written me up right. Make the effort. Okay. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay. Now, if this situation is not about love for you, then you relate this reading however the information needs to be related. You know what I'm saying? Because when I do the how do they feel about you reading, it's it's to relate to any situation or any kind of person that you're curious about, because different people are going through different things. I don't want to just obsess over love readings. Some of you are going through different stuff and you want to know how does a family member feel about you. You may want to know how does a coworker feel about you. How does, your neighbor feel about you? How does, what I'm saying? How does your friend feel about you if you fell out with your friend? So this reading can relate to love life too, though. So if you want to know how your significant other or your crush or someone you've been dating or wrong with feels about you, this reading can also apply. So I just like to diversify my readings and not just obsess over one particular topic. Okay. So interesting enough, improving health. That's a good sign for some of you right now that are in the coronavirus situation. But otherwise, for the rest of you, when you're watching this, whenever you're watching it, it's just showing that health is going to be improving for you. And that could be mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Okay. Because you have to remember our health is not just our physical health, it's also our mental health, our emotional health, our psychological health. Okay, and our emotional health. So your emotional health could even be improving, okay? Or just overall health. No need to worry. I'm trying to think, do I have any other cards? Oh yes, yes. Angel Tarot. Strong wind blowing right now outside. I hope it's going to be a nice day today like it should be or supposed to be. It's warm down here where I'm at, but it rained today, and I think it rained yesterday as well. So it did rain yesterday and today. So I want to be able to, go outside, enjoy some sunshine. Okay, here we go. The moon. The moon. So it's pointing out important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Okay. And if there's something that you need to be aware of in the situation, you will gain those insights on your own at some point, because we all receive signs, we all receive intuitive information and downloads. We just have to be willing to trust what it is that we're being shown and what information intuitively we are receiving. Let's see what I can. All right. This is strength. Okay. So you could be struggling to be dealing with the situation and having courage or feeling like you can really hang in there with it, but it's pointing out great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion is needed in this situation as well. Six of water, that was in reverse. So you could be possibly just not really wanting to revisit the past or feeling like the past wasn't good or something or whatever. But it's pointing out that memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Some of you could just be trying to avoid the past, but it's pointing that your past here is a factor. in the situation, whether you're, focusing on the past, or maybe you could be looking back on the past. Maybe there's something that you need to revisit, or maybe you need to heal the past. You know. Okay, advice. Yeah. Okay. Aphrodite card. To me, that's a loving card, but it's also a very passionate energy, but it's inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. This card is telling you to really do you. Okay? Really do you. Just be in your full power, find your full power, and just do you. Enjoy your life, live your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting around waiting on anybody. So I'm gonna pull your final advice card here, and then I don't know why other cards are, and then I'll move on to the other groups. Seek an expert. Okay, so that could be either a counselor, a therapist, a spiritual advisor at your church or something. Maybe even you might need to get a personal psychic reading instead of looking at the general readings. Okay, because it's telling you that you really need some wise counsel there. There's some sort of help that you need. You may even need to see a lawyer or an attorney. You may need to even seek medical advice or whatever. It all depends on what's going on in your situation, okay? I'll give you one more from this book. And it says, you're not afraid. So you're being told to have courage. Have courage to face this giant, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. And that could be, issue, a person. There's something that you need to face, something you need to deal with that you may have not been dealing with. And it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes situations just really need to be dealt with or whatever. All right. So I'm putting these up. That was your reading, Penny Group people. I am moving on to the next group. I'm just trying to put all these cards up. If you guys want a personal reading, you can check the description box below, or you can check the comment section for the information. And if you don't find it on this video of mine, then you can find it on the other videos that I have. But check out all the other readings I have. I have plenty of timeless readings, you guys. And I also have the annual readings for each zodiac sign. I kind of feel like getting back into the zodiac readings, and I may very well do that temporarily. All right, so moving on to the quarter group people. Quarter group people. Let's find out. How does your person feel? Okay, how does your person feel? And this person could be anybody. This is a general read. Can it relate to love? Yes. So, can it relate to relationships? Yes. But it can relate to all kinds of relationships. This can be related to family, friends, a significant other, someone you've been dating, someone you have a crush on, someone you've been involved with. This could relate to, like I said, situations at work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, right now, we're going through the coronavirus situation. But, whoever it is that you guys are dealing with or have been concerned with that you've been dealing with, and you just want to know how do they feel about you, okay? Let's find out. I like to diversify my readings so that they just, so that they can relate to all different kinds of people who have all different kind of concerns. Okay, I realize a lot of readings they relate to love out there. This one can relate to love. Okay, so you guys relate this reading how you see it fit for your situation. Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it is, because lots of information is going to come out in this reading. Um, Take what only fits your situation. It's going to be different narratives for different people. Okie dokie. And I hope you guys are doing fine right now. If you're watching this during the whole coronavirus, social distancing thing right now and the quarantine, if you're watching this at some other time, because this is a timeless reading, then hopefully all is well with you. But let's see what's going on. How does your person feel? This person is restless. They could be not in a very peaceful place. They could be possibly up in arms about you or something, because normally that's my rest card, peaceful card, calm card, but that's the exact opposite right there. That is the exact opposite. Interesting enough. They could be, I don't want to say they're feeling at war or anything, but they're definitely not in this place where they feel um, peace or anything. They're definitely not resting. They could be restless. Like I said, hopefully they're not up in arms or angry, but they're definitely. Um, that's crazy. I have rarely ever seen that card in reverse. So your person's definitely feeling some kind of way. Ooh, yeah. They're on the defense. They're on the defense. They're on the defense. Um, that's why there's a lack of peace here and restlessness. They're on the defense. They're kind of like um they don't know if they want to fight with you or if they don't. They don't know if they want to, they don't know if they need to um you know be defensive towards you or not. They don't know because they don't, I feel like they don't know where you're coming from, or they don't know how they really feel about you. So there's something that's telling me that they definitely are feeling some kind of way because something has gone down between you, or because they don't know if they can trust you or not for some reason. I don't know if this is a new situation or if this is an old situation with, non-hashed out battles or non-hashed out issues, but something is definitely here showing that they don't know if they need to speak up and tell you what's really on their mind. And when I say speak up, I feel like they want to give you a piece of their mind, but they don't know if they should or not, or they don't know if they want to or not, because they don't know if they really have a reason to be defensive with you or not. Like they don't really know if they have a reason to be offended with you or not, or whatever, or if they don't know if they really have a reason to not trust you or not. It's one or the other. But something's got them just all rustled up and they are restless. Okay, they're not in this. There's a lack of peace here in terms of like they're not feeling so peaceful. They're not feeling like they're ready to just say, okay, we could be cool again. Okay, we could be friends again. Okay, we can get back together. Like whatever's going on, they're just kind of like they don't know if they want to make a truce with you or not. They don't know if they or if they want to um hash it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's anxious energy too, because I'm feeling anxious. Uh, you guys should know I have all kinds of gifts, and if you don't know, then you need to know. I am an empath. I am what is it, clairsentient, um, at clairaudient, clairvoyant, highly intuitive, and I have dreams. that oftentimes come to fruition, that actually happen in real life. I even get a lot of people communicating with me in dreams and things like that. And then I'll call them up and say, hey, you said this and that to me in a dream. And they're like, what? Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about you and I've been wanting to call you and tell you this and that. And I can't believe you picked that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of gifts, but I believe a lot of us have the same gifts. We just aren't aware of it. It's taken me years to realize that I had these gifts. And one by one, I've come to realize that I had each one of these gifts. Um, I just didn't know how to confirm it. But as time goes by, I learned to, you know, confirm what it is that I'm seeing to the point where I learned to trust. You just have to learn to trust. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough of that. I was just telling you guys, so if I say that I feel some kind of way while I'm shuffling these cards, that's the energy that's coming through from your person because I can do that. I can literally pick up on how they're feeling. Um, so know that you guys, when I'm doing readings, it's not all the cards, it's also me channeling their energy. Okay. So, how else do they feel? The cards are just a shortcut. For a shortcut and confirmation. Yeah. So this person is trying to be wise in regards to the situation with you, and that makes a lot of sense because even though they're anxious, and this is why they're anxious because they've been kind of restless and they've been kind of battling with how do they need to approach you or how they should feel about you because like I said, part of them is on the defense. Part of them wants to fight you. The other part of them wants to not fight you because they're trying to figure out do they really need to be feeling this way or not because they're trying to figure out do they need to be offended with you? Do they need to be upset or angry with you? Or do they need to just make peace? Okay. Do they need to back down? Or do they need to step up and handle however it is that they're feeling with you, whether it is to, tell you exactly how they feel and it's not going to sound so nice, give you a piece of their mind, or fight or battle you, and that could be legally, whatever it is, however they might be wanting to handle this. Um, but they're trying to use their wisdom. Um, they're trying to have intelligence in how they're dealing with this. They're not trying to jump the gun. Okay, so obviously whoever this is, they have some sort of intelligence or some sort of emotional intelligence at least. However, they're lacking some sort of faith here in a situation. Like I said, it could be maybe they don't trust you. And maybe that's why they're like wondering, do they need to be on the defense? Do they need to look out for you? Do they need to watch their back with you? Or they're wondering, if they back down and make peace with you, is this going to last? Is this going to work out? You know what I'm saying? But they're lacking faith here. They're trying to be wise though, because they want to do the best thing. They want to do the right thing. This is really interesting energy though. Very, very interesting. This is why I kind of wait to do readings and I've gapped them out more because when you allow time to pass, you allow new energy to come in, versus I notice a lot of readers, they just keep pumping out readings all the time. And I don't think it's in y'all's best interest because the more readings they pump out in a close proximity of time, the more they're going to keep getting the same energy and you guys are just going to keep getting the same repetitive readings. And then that gets stale, boring, and then it's just not good. It's just not good. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, this is what they do full time, or is what they're trying to do full time, is how they make their money, or they want to make more money. So, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, if you guys have been wondering why I have been spacing and gapping my readings out, this is why. Because I'm getting new energy when I come back to do these readings, and I like that. I like that. Pick it up on different situations because it's not the same bogged down energy that I'm running into the ground every day talking about, hey, y'all, I'm doing the same reading again today. I'm doing the same reading again, you know, another, come on, Anywho, how do they feel about you? They don't feel like this is fate. They don't feel like this is destiny. They don't really feel like this is in the stars. They may not feel like there's a future to have here. They may not feel like they want to deal with you down the line in the future. So they could be feeling like this is it. They don't know how far they can see this going ahead. They may not, they may not be able to see the future. And I feel like it's because they just can't see how this is going to work out. Okay. I don't know if I need another card from that deck. I don't think so. Okay. So either they don't see a future here, or they don't feel this is fated or destined, either because to work out, either because they just can't see how this is going to work out. Like I said, lack of faith, or maybe they don't want to. But I feel like a lot of this has to do with lack of faith, and you know they want to be wise, and maybe they feel like if they can't trust you or they can't see how this is going to work out, then maybe there can't be a future here, or maybe this can't work out in the future, or maybe this is not fated. They don't know. They're not so sure. Does that mean it's not actually fated? Does that mean this can't work out? Not necessarily. It just means this is how they're feeling. They're not sure if it will or not. Okay. So let's see what else. Let's see what else they're feeling here. Oh. Either they're feeling like there's a loss of kinship, a loss of friendship, a loss of what's the word? Camaraderie. Okay. Like they don't feel like they can chill with you. They don't feel like they can hang out with you. Maybe you guys haven't been chilling. Maybe you guys haven't been hanging out. Maybe you guys, haven't, maybe you guys haven't been friends lately, Maybe your friendship is just, it's not there. Also, this could be because right now there is social distancing going on. And this is a timeless reading. So if you're watching this in the future when the coronavirus is over with, then take it how it resonates for the time. But right now, there's a lot of social distancing going on because of the coronavirus. So it also could be that maybe they just feel like they can't even be around. They can't even be around you or others. They can't socialize because what's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tarot cards to see else how they feel. And then what I'll do is pull how they are, like what they're going to do now and what they're going to do 3 months from now, and then advice. So, how are they feeling? More of how they're feeling. But this is some real interesting energy. Like, I'm telling you, this is why I space the readings out and I don't do them so often, because I like getting new energy. I do not like getting the same energy over and over again. Who likes to see that? You know what I'm saying? So Strength card in reverse. Okay. Strength card in reverse. So They are definitely not feeling very brave right now. They're not feeling like they can even, they're not even feeling like they can hold back how they really feel. Okay, they're like struggling to do this. They really want to tell you exactly how they feel. Okay, and it, but it may not be um everything so nice. Okay, because like I said, they're kind of like unsure about you right now because you guys may have not been um around each other. You may have not been talking. You may have not been on friendly terms or whatever. Okay, and they're on the defense. However, something else I want to point out here is they don't even feel like they've lost anything either. And I say this because this strength card is different from all of my strength cards. This is the Whimsical Tarot. So this is Lil Bo Peep, and she feels like she's lost something and she's trying to get it back. In reverse, she don't feel like she lost anything and she ain't trying to necessarily get it back. So this also possibly could be how they're feeling right now about you guys. Because like I said, they're in a place, they're lacking that peace. They're not really feeling like they're in this peaceful place with you. Or they don't feel like they're in this good place with you. But Knight of Pentacles here, they have something of value though that they want to bring to the table here that they may want to offer you. Okay, um depending on what your situation is, this is a coin. Coins hold value. So whatever it is that holds value to you, it could be anything. It could be an apology, it could be just generally a conversation to get everything out on the table. This could even be them making an offer, them making a truce. This could be them giving something back to you that maybe you were missing or whatever, or something that was owed to you. This also could be them just giving you something as a peace offering. This could also be them, whoever this is, giving you money or something of some sort of value. Whatever it is that holds value, this is here. Okay, so they could be feeling like they want to offer something of some sort of value. I'm gonna pull one more from this deck. It's a slow offer though, so it's kind of like if they do want to make a peace offering or do want to try to work something out, whatever it is, it's going to be something that it will happen over a period of time, or whatever this is, it will be doled out over a period of time. Like it's not going to be they just come back and give it all back to you. It's going to be more of like them taking their time in their efforts with you. So if they come back and say, let's make peace, let's try to be friends again, whatever it may be, then it's going to be them taking their time and trying to rebuild whatever it is, or trying to give back or pay back whatever it is that's owed to you, whatever, if that makes any sense. Some of it will resonate for some of you, for others you it won't. Okay. Page of Swords. So there's also going to be this thing of them. They're going to be they're watching you and they're observing. They're watching and observing, and a lot of this has to do with if they feel like they're missing anything here, and if they want to therefore then come back and make an offer to fix this or to rebuild it or whatever. Okay, so that's spying, watching, observing. But I feel like they're doing so because it's contingent upon if things will come back together between you guys, if they're going to really work things out between you or whatever, or if they're going to offer you something, whatever it is. Now, I'm going to do the current position and 3 months from now, their actions, what they're going to do here in the situation. And then I'll do advice with Oracle cards. These cards did not want to uh, shuffle that well. So I kind of feel like this person is not going to fold easy. Okay? They're not going to give in easy. Whatever this is. Okay, so that's the first position. Whatever comes out first is what's going to be rated as the current position. Okay. All right. So, interesting enough. Okay. So, right now, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like, and this could go either other way. Okay. You guys take this either other way. But right now, and see, I said I was going to go with whichever card fell out first, but this is what makes the most sense to me. Okay. Yeah. Right now, they're looking at, like I said, what they want to do. They're looking at what they want to do. So if their back is turned to you, meaning they're not talking to you right now, it's because they're looking. They're looking, they're observing, and it's almost like they're looking through a window and they're just looking at all these structures out there that, they seem sturdy and whatnot. Because they're all about their stability, you know. And whoever this is, they definitely they like to be in a place where they feel like their life is in order and things are in order. However, they are going to, like I said, take their time. They're going to take their time. And I feel like you're going to, so between now and the next 3 months, right? I feel like you're going to get your wish. They're going to make offers to you. Okay. The offers are going to start out real slow, real slow. They're going to take their good old time. Okay. Um, and I feel like 3 months, and so that's now. So I feel like right now they're looking at what it is they can do, what it is they would like to do, and if it makes sense to make an offer or not. But I feel like 3 months from now, this could happen now as well. So between now and 3 months, that if it's your wish for them to come back and make a solid offer to you, or make whatever it is that you want, I feel like this is what you will get. Okay, and they will gladly do so. It looks like they have many offers on the table. Okay, many. But be careful though. Be careful though. Because I don't know why this guy looks smug. I don't like the look of his face. He looks smug and he has a lot of offers on the table. But in all honesty, I feel like it's because this person knows they have a lot to offer. They know they have a lot to bring to the table and to the situation or to you. And they're very proud of that. They're like, look at all that I have to give. You know what I'm saying? So they might be a little arrogant with you in terms of when they do come back, and them in terms of them, if they want to offer you something or if they want to work something out and how they're going to do it, and they really are going to take their time at first, um because they feel like it is their luxury to do so, because obviously they feel like they have a lot to offer, and until they know they can trust you, or they know that this is worth it or going to work out, they're going to take their time in approaching making the offer or whatever. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think you're going to have some patience. But let's pull some advice cards for you, and see, you know, how you need to handle the situation or what advice is being given to you here in the situation. It's real interesting though. Okay, so, ooh, okay. So, this is interesting. This could be the one, okay? You've already met the romantic partner you seek, or depending on what the situation is, you already found what it is that you seek, right? Retreat, though. You're being told it's time to disconnect from the world. So, even though this could be the one, this could be exactly what you're wanting or looking for, or who it is you're looking for, or whatever. You're being told that you need to, even though you recognize this, chill, relax, just retreat. There's nothing that you necessarily may necessarily need to do, though you could stand to maybe just go and have a nice talk with somebody you trust or whatever in the situation, in your situation. But you're being told to just retreat, so don't put any pressure on the situation. Don't go out of your way or anything like that. Just have some patience here, okay? No sudden moves on your end. Golden opportunity, okay? Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, okay? So there's I feel like there's other things you guys could be focused on right now other than this situation, and you're being told that's what you need to go and focus on, and just retreat from this particular situation and focus on other situations that need attention, because you have other opportunities, golden opportunities, that really are going to be important for you, that you need to consider. And you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, focusing on this one right now, because this one will eventually work itself out. But for some reason, it's just not, I don't think it's up to you how it plays out necessarily anymore at this point. The best thing you can do is just do you, focus on other things going on in your situation. Don't worry. Because some people you cannot, there's nothing you can do to make them trust you, or to make you, or for you to help them understand that, you're not the issue, or you don't have any issues. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have to work out their own feelings. And, but when it is time for you guys to communicate or be in communication, that time will come without you having to force it. Okay, so yeah, you may be worried, but there's no need to worry. Okay. Perfect timing. So timing is everything. Timing is everything. And though you don't know how this is going to work out, there is a peaceful resolution to be had in this situation. Let's see what other advice I can get. That's a lot of cards all at once. So you could be losing hope or faith and optimism in a situation, and maybe, not sure if you can get a wish or not. But the star here is all about things working out, and getting a wish, and being optimistic, and having a reason to be optimistic. So it's pointing out happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path, okay? Ace of Earth, new beginning, new valuable beginning. Could be a new job, new career, new anything. Anything of any real value to you. This is what this ace represents. But a lot of times it's something new or something big or grand that holds a lot of value. It could be money, job, career, maybe even a relationship, whatever it may be. But the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, and important documents or contracts are um, being pointed out to you. Okay, but that's a abundance prosperity card. Okay, three of water. Okay, this is a celebration card. A lot of times people want to say the three of water or the three of cups is third party situation, yada yada yada. Could, but this is advice. Okay, it's pointing out a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement, and the need for you to have more fun. I'm gonna go with the advice of the card. Okay, but remember, you guys, three of cups is usually supposed to be a happy card, a celebration card. A lot of tarot readers unfortunately have turned it into a third party card where it's pointing out to y'all that there's a third party involved, and I kind of hate that they did that. Um, because there's other ways for them to figure out if there's somebody else involved without always trying to say that there's a third party involved on that particular happy card. Three of Water is also about births. Okay, it can represent births, pregnancy, babies. You rarely hear that from tarot readers these days, though. You know, can you tell that I'm jaded by the community? I'm absolutely jaded by the tarot community because they have so many one-sided narratives for a lot of the cards that has more, more meaning to them. Mm. This card says, "Get over yourself." It's telling you that you need to take a hard look at yourself here in the mirror. Just take a hard look at yourself, period, and just reflect over your own energy, your own actions, your own choices, your own decisions. Okay. Is it possible that there was something that you may have done to contribute to where the situation is at? Okay. Nobody's perfect. Everyone loves to play victim. Don't get mad, but the cards speak for themselves. And I can't pick the cards. They just come out. I shuffle them. I read them. I throw intuition in there though. But you gotta wonder. The card didn't come out by accident. Spread the light. Okay, spread the light. In order for there to be positive energy in a situation, you need to be spreading it. Okay, so you may not necessarily say anything to this person, but just be positive as much as you can. Energy is infectious. So if you are, just only giving out positive energy, or displaying positive energy, then that energy is soon to catch on. Okay, this card is telling you to create, but it was in reverse. So that means you guys aren't really doing anything to really create. Create meaning making things beautiful, making the situation beautiful, making your environment beautiful. You have to create that. So you have to create the energy that you really want in your situations. If you only want positive situations, with positive energy, with positive people, you got to be the start of that. And you got to be the start of that from the start. Okay, long before things get to where they're at. So that's the advice. I'm going to move on, you guys, from the quarter group. If you guys want a personal reading, you can check the description box below, or you can check the comment section. And if you don't see it there, then you can check one of my other readings. I have tons of readings where you can find the info there. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next group. and be putting these up. Dime group is next. Okay. My energy is winding down, y'all. I really wanted to do this earlier in the day where I would have more energy, but I had so much to do today, like literally. Um, like I said, I know the coronavirus, quarantining is going on, and social distancing and stuff. But for me, I've had so many people to call, and I'm glad for that. So many people have called, wanting to chit chat and talk. But for me, these are the same people who call chit chat even when this wasn't going on. So, but it's definitely even more calls now. And then, um, because the kids are in school, I've been having, that nobody's doing daycare and things like that. Like I could send my child to school because he goes to a private school and they're actually still open, but they're giving it, parents an option to keep their kids at home. And of course, I don't want to play around and put his safety at risk, so I decided to keep him at home like most of the parents have, except for the ones who unfortunately have to work. And so there are a couple kids there, so you guys want to pray for those children, please do so, because I have, because their parents have no choice but to work. um and they have no choice therefore but to have their kid in daycare. So but yeah, I'm just saying, I just been really having to do a whole lot here because I work from home anyway, business and all that. So business hasn't stopped for me just because of any of this, because what I do is not affected by this, and that's a blessing. So anyway, I'm happy. I'm just tired. Dime group people, 116, well 117 dime group people. How does your people or your person feel about you? And this reading is literally, like I said, it can relate to different situations. So I know a lot of readers, when they do the how do they feel about you reading, a lot of times it's about love and relationships. But this particular reading is diverse. It's a general one. It's not just love and relationships. This can be a family member, it can be friends, co-workers, neighbors, um, you name it, okay? Um, a crush, and yes, love life and relationships. So if you want to know how does somebody feel about you, this is a reading that you can get that from, okay? Because it's not just obsessing over one type of situation. That's how I like to do it on my channel. um Sometimes I do love life readings, but this can relate to that. I just want you guys to know this reading can go beyond that if there's somebody else who you're wondering how they feel about you, okay? Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it is, because there's different narratives for different groups of you, and everything may not resonate. Some things may resonate more for others. Okie dokie. So, and keep in mind, this is a timeless reading. So, this can resonate whenever you get it. However, if you hear me talking about coronavirus, then it's because this reading was done during the coronavirus quarantine / social distancing. Okay. How do they feel about you? How do they feel? They feel like either they need to know the truth about you, or they need to speak their truth to you, or they feeling like, um, you know, you're the truth. And when I say you're the truth, that's like slang for you're the deal, you're that deal. You know what I'm saying? You're the one, you are it. You are, as good as it gets. So it's either that, or there is a need for them to speak their truth to you and be honest with you about something or tell you what's up, or maybe they feel like they need to know the truth about you, okay? Because maybe they wonder, if there's something up or not. And here we go. Gaia, physical body, okay? I feel like, because I feel like they want to be in this is like to me the Garden of Eden, you know what I'm saying? The Garden of Eden. And if you know anything about the Garden of Eden and Adam and, Adam and Eve or whatever, they were in a very beautiful garden. They had everything. The only thing is, they were told that they need to follow the rules. And but however, one of them didn't. Now they always say Eve is the one who didn't follow the rules, but in all honesty, I think it was Adam. And the reason why I think so is because man has been hating on women since day one. I mean, we live in a patriarchal society in a lot of Western countries, okay? Um, in a lot of modern society, for years, thousands of years or hundreds of years, men have been rewriting stories and leaving women out of them and making it seem like women are the ones who are at fault and men aren't. So that's why I say one of them. I don't like saying it was Eve who didn't follow. Somebody could have lied. Okay. Okay. Anywho, I'm just saying, like, so in relating to that, either, you know, supposedly, like I said, Eve who took a bite of the apple, she was curious. She wanted more knowledge. So either this person is curious, they want more knowledge, because maybe they feel like it's, too good to be true. Maybe you're too good to be true. Maybe the situation's too good to be true, or maybe they just don't believe anything is, without fault, right? Or they just have a lot of curiosity about you, or they have a lot of curiosity about the situation. Period. Um, or this could be that they maybe they feel like I said you are that real deal, and they feel like they could have this garden of bliss with you, okay? And maybe they feel like you are so naturally um the real deal, okay? It's one or the other. You guys, you want to take out how that resonates, but I'm going to pull some more cards and we're going to get down to the bottom of this. Okay? I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. But I'm telling you, this is why I space out the readings. This is why I space out doing readings on my channel, because you guys, if you're paying attention and you watching every single reading I've done, you noticing the same thing I'm noticing. The energy is different in the readings. You're not getting repetitive readings with the same energy, okay, like a lot of the readings get. I love Tyler's Tarot and some of all the other channels out there, but even he has said, y'all, he gets a lot of repetitive readings. Why? We all know why. He said it, you guys have said it. Nobody's doing anything different. However, what he may be missing also is, if you keep doing readings constantly, the energy just keeps looping itself, and the audience will continue to repeat the same energy, the same energy. They won't change. They won't do anything different because they're focused on the readings in the same energy. This is why these readings have to be gapped out, and it doesn't do anybody any good to keep popping out readings every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just keeps you guys in the same looped energy, and then it keeps the cards in the same looped energy. It keeps the energy in the same looped energy. You know, it just doesn't do anybody any good. This is why I take my breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have other ways to make my money and live. And I'm not knocking other tarot readers that this is what they do full time or this is how they make all their money. But, you know, if they keep putting out the same readings every day, all day, you're just going to keep getting the same energy. There's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? Except taking breaks like what I do. Because this ain't how I make all my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm glad I'm able to do that because it's a reliever to me to see something different. Truly. You know, I'm not ragging on other readers. You know, I'm really not. I'm just being honest. So even if the readers themselves don't take a break, you guys should learn to take a break from time to time from different channels. Sometimes I take different breaks from different channels so that, you know, the energy will be different the next time I visit back, you know? And so I can focus on myself and getting out of that loop of repetitive energy, you know? Sometimes you gotta take yourself out of that repetitive nonsense. All right, enough of me talking. I'm just keeping it real here. How does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? I really want one to pop because that says a whole lot more. But in a minute, I'm just going to pull one. And that's what I was waiting on, for the cards to pop. So that's why I kept talking anyway. Something felt like it wanted to come out. There we go. Okay, this makes sense. They're not enlightened. They feel like they're in the dark. They feel like they're missing some clues, some information. They can't quite figure you out. They can't quite figure out even how they feel about you. So I feel like they are seeking truth in this connection as to how they feel about you, what they know about you, what, you know, where this even could be or where this even could go. There's a need. There's a strong need here for them to know something that they feel like they just don't know or they feel like they haven't been able to connect to. They don't feel enlightened. They don't feel like they can really truly see the situation for how it is and what it really is. But I feel like they want to know on not just a 3D physical level, but they want to know on a spiritual level as well. What is the situation? Who are you to me? Who are we to each other? Um, what are we meant to be? Where is this supposed to go? What is the possibilities here? You know, and they may be feeling like this could possibly, you could possibly be the one, or maybe not. Maybe you could be the one that they could have this bliss, this garden of bliss with, but they're not quite sure. One minute they think so, next minute they don't, but they're not quite sure. I feel like they're getting small little bits of downloads here and there, but they don't know what to make of it. But I also kind of feel like they're not seeking a higher source either to figure this out, and they need to. You know, they need to be praying about it or something, or meditating on it. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? These want to flip up, but that's a lot. That's a lot. Well, at least 3 cards. They want to flip up. So, interesting enough. I feel like they want to be enlightened, and I feel like they're trying to seek enlightenment. So, even though whoever this is, I think they're aware that they're not enlightened. I think they're aware that they're not quite clear of the truth. I think they're quite clear that that there's a lot that they don't understand. There's a lot they cannot see. And they know that there's more to the situation than what physically has transpired. They know there's more behind it. Like they know there's some spiritual purpose, or at least they want to know what the spiritual purpose is. Okay, they're wanting to awaken though. So even though they may not be as enlightened they want to be, and I feel like they're seeking different ways to try to do so. They could be trying to tune into their own gifts, if they have any intuition or any kind of psychic gifts or not. They could be maybe even paying attention to readings and stuff online, who knows. They may even be seeking out readings, who knows. But I feel like they're seeking out some source. They could even be praying. Okay, they could even be praying. They want to know what it is that they don't know and what it is they need to know. They're trying to get disciplined. They're trying to get disciplined here as well, um, because they seem to be. I feel like they're out of focus. Okay, I feel like they're out of focus. But there's a part of me that feels like this is also them not being finely tuned, not being crisp, not being um I'm sorry. I feel like they know they haven't reached their potential. I also feel like they know maybe they haven't been um if this is a guy, they know they haven't been a gentleman. They know they haven't been very clear themselves, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna put this deck away. Side deck. How do they feel about you? They also don't want to spend too much time contemplating or being too much in their thoughts or in their head or daydreaming or just thinking too much. They don't want to waste any time doing that because they may have um, been, just like I said, they're just trying to be more focused, and they feel like they would um, rather than let their imagination get the best of them. I feel like they'd rather just know the truth. Okay, they rather know the truth. Even if that means them needing to tune into their higher self to find the truth, or if it means they need to get in touch with the truth and get more in touch with reality versus fantasy. They don't want to be in fantasy. They don't want to sit in fantasy land. They really want to know the truth. So this is how they're feeling about you. They want clarity, even though they don't quite feel they have it. They're trying to get it. They're trying to find the discipline to somehow find it on their own. So there's exploration here. They feel like exploring. They may feel like even traveling towards you. So they may even be considering exploring something here with you, or they may be feeling like they want to come towards you, travel towards you in some form. What is the next deck I want to pull? I'm going to pull cards from here. Okay, so yeah, they are feeling positive about you. They may even be happy to even see you. They may even feel like a child or innocent in your presence or around you. Or they may feel like you are a ball of happiness. They may feel like you are happiness. You are, um, they may get happy when they think about you, when they see you. They may feel like you bring them joy. Okay. And that you carry such innocence or childlikeness or something. Okay. And the King of Cups here, because I'm shuffling again another card. The King of Cups is, I feel like they are feeling, like I feel like they're in their feels about you. Like they really, there's getting strong emotions for you. Okay. Um, but I feel like it's from a positive place because it's in the upright. If it was in the reverse, then I would say that um, they would be negative. But because that King of Cups is in the upright, he's in control of his emotions. This person is in control of their emotions. They're in positive emotions, but these are strong emotions. Okay. So they have strong positive emotions about you or towards you. Oh, it's one card. Okay. Interesting. Queen of Swords in reverse, though. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is telling me that, um, however, they could be possibly feeling indecisive. And because they're indecisive, they can't quite make a clear decision. They cannot. They seem like um, they're losing their ability to be rational and to make clear decisions here. They could be so like, and this another way I want to look at this. They could be so kind of like head over heels for you in terms of their emotions to the point where they're losing their ability to think straight or losing their ability to really think from a rational place. And this is also why they could be like wanting to know the truth. Like I feel like they feel like you're too good to be true to some extent, and maybe they could just be like, no, there's no way. And um I'm thinking they don't want to lose themselves. Like I said, they don't get caught up in fantasy. They want to try to be disciplined and remain in uh, a place of reality, but I feel like it's gone way past that. Like I feel like they are um, I feel like they really feel like you're the one. Now, I also want to say this, though, you guys. Um, Keep in mind these readings, okay? Um, do not go out and make any rash decisions based off of looking at any readings on my channel. Okay? Don't do it. Anything you decide to do is your responsibility, not mine. Because these readings, though you may find truth in them, they are for entertainment purposes only. So, for those of you who are giddy about this reading, you know what I'm saying? Please don't go out and do anything stupid or anything irrational or anything um, that may affect your life in a way that if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you're not gonna come back and blame me. You're just not gonna do it. Okay? Because this is a general reading, it's for entertainment purposes only. All my readings are on my channel. And you guys should actually seek out personal readings if you want to know more so your exact situation. However, like I said, even then, you know, you guys got to use good common sense and take accountability when you make your choices and decisions in your lives. Don't just take these readings and just like do the craziest things. So if there's anybody watching this and they're married or something and then they're like, "Oh my god," and you've been seeing somebody else and you see this and you hear me saying they think you're the one, don't leave your spouse and then your spouse and your kids and run off to be with whoever this is, or because you think you're gonna run off to be with whoever this is. It's a general reading, you guys. It's a pick a card reading online. It's for entertainment purposes only. I am not responsible. That's all I'm gonna say. And I shouldn't have to say this because I said the reading may be very well true for you, but it's like I feel like I have to say this because I feel like some of you out there don't quite have it all together. And what I mean by that, some of you are out there, you really are watching these readings 24/7, jumping from channel to channel in desperate hope of you feel like you're in love with somebody and you want them to be the one, and you're looking for any doggone reason or excuse, some of y'all, not all of you, to find hope in your situation. And for some of you, it's hope where there is none. To where if you hear one thing that sounds promising, you're willing to risk it all. You know what I'm saying? For what you think is love. This is not coming from a judgmental place. It's coming from a responsible place as a tarot reader to tell you guys, do not get carried away when you're watching these readings. Don't do it. I don't want nobody going selling their house and leaving their wife or kids or their husband and kids behind for somebody they've been seeing on the side for years talking about, but you said they think I'm the one. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you do it though, whatever happens, it ain't my fault. That's all I'm gonna say. Entertainment purposes only, y'all. If my readings have to be accurate, good. But I just want you guys to watch this stuff for fun. Take it with a grain of salt, regardless of how accurate it is or not for you. And don't get carried away with these readings, okay? For fun. For fun only. You know? For fun only. Anyway. And hopefully you guys was able to laugh with me about me saying all this. And not getting offended. If you're offended, then you take it as all too seriously, and you're one of those people I just described. Okay, if you're laughing with me, then you know what I'm talking about, and you're not like overdoing it. Anyway, okay, so I'm actually shuffling these because I want to see what they're gonna do now, and 3 months from now. Um, so let's see. What is this person gonna do now and 3 months from now? Come on, come on, come on. I need a card or two to pop. First one is going to be now. Second one is going to be 3 months from now. Unless something else is intuitively speaking to me. Okay. Oh, gosh. I don't like that card. All right. So, right now, um, they're feeling quite tempted here. They're feeling quite tempted. Okay. I don't want to say they could be feeling like the devil's playing with them, or the devil in tarot usually represents temptation. Okay. Hell or misery, or being tortured, or being puppeted, or whatever. Um, this person here, they're being brave in the face of adversity. They're being brave in the face of confusion, temptation, or whatever. At least they're trying to, okay? Because this is the strength card. So they're trying to be strong in the face of adversity. They're trying to be strong in the face of temptation, in the face of not wanting to be tortured, by anything that's been bothering them or anything that's been getting to them. So, but they're facing this head on, okay? They're facing whatever it is head on, the temptation, whatever it may be, okay? That's what's going on right now. 3 months from now, here, what I have is, wow. So I have King of Earth, but this King of Earth is being very introspective, and hmm, he's thinking, he's focusing, and he seems to be occupied. And then I have the what's this card called? This is a card of um this is the lovers. Okay. This is the lovers. This is the lovers, though I feel like in balance. In balance. But this is sideways. Interesting enough, this is sideways. So I feel like who this person that you are wondering about here, they're trying to take their time here um to get grounded, to get stable, um to be secure or to be secured, so that they can have a stable, balanced um, situation here, okay? Either with you or just in general, okay? Because it looks like they're not sure if they're prepared for whatever um, kind of situation they may want to take on with you, okay? I also feel like um, there's something that they know they need to get rid of or cut away, um, for rational purposes and for the fact that there's something that's not serving them in regards to the situation, and how they feel about you, but they haven't been doing it. And I also feel like with this lover's card here, um, they may be struggling with there's something they need to choose and something else they need to release. Okay. Something they need to, so there's a choice they may need to make that they may or may not make, that they may struggle to make with, that I feel like if they're going to be with you or choose you or go with you, they need to know the truth. Um, in how they really feel about you, where they think things could go with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's positive feelings they have about you, but they don't know. I feel like they may be dealing with something else that may be a distraction to them, which is also why they want to stay focused and disciplined and not get carried away with fantasy or idealism or, wasting any time. This is why they also want to explore with you and maybe even come towards you. Okay. Because they may be seeking happiness. They may feel like you are happiness to them. They may even be wanting to seek, a child or something. Um, you know, depending on how they, because I feel like whoever this is, they're looking at something serious. Like they're looking for the one, you know what I'm saying? So they can settle down for marriage and kids. Okay. Um, but they want to be secure and stable. And I don't know if they feel like they're going to be quite stable and secure. And part of the reason is also going to be because um, they need to make some choices here. They need to make a choice, but they also need to find balance. Find balance with you, find balance within themselves, find balance in their life. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So that's what that energy is looking like 3 months from now as compared to the current position where they're feeling tempted and they're trying to face that temptation. So it's possible there could be other people around or other things around them that are tempting them. Um, so let me do oracle cards for uh, advice. Okay. And this is telling you to stay optimistic about your love life or about the situation period, regardless of how this resonates for you. Positive thinking and faith will bring you what it is that you want or desire, whether it's romance or something else. Okay. And let's see what other. Go outside. Go outside. Okay. You might, if you've been frustrated for any reason, just go outside. You may have been indoors too long. Go outside, get some fresh air. And that would make sense if you're dealing with the quarantine or the coronavirus situation right now. If, you know, if you're looking at this in the future, long after the quarantine and coronavirus has happened and that's no longer going on, then then it's just you just need to get out more. Okay. um, Transformation. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Okay. What other cards? Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So meditation brings answers. This was in reverse, opportunity, because you probably think there's no opportunities, but there is opportunity. Plenty of blessings and prosperity. Cards is falling out all kind of. Page of air. Page of air. Okay, so that's someone um, being logical, honest, impulsive, curious, but is also someone who is being observant and watching, maybe even spying. So you're being told that you need to be very observant. You need to be watching. You need to be paying attention. You need to do some investigating. Okay. Um, Probably because, like I said, this person has more going on in their situation than what you may realize. There may be somebody else involved in a situation where they're being tempted, or there may be other things tempting them. Okay, but challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. Okay, so. mm, I feel like y'all need to have another one. Where's ooh, the star? This is about having optimism. This is about, being wishful or whatever, but happy times, make positive, optimistic, long term plans. You're on the right path. Ace of Earth, new valuable beginning and prosperity, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So I don't know whatever else you guys may have going on, but you may need to focus on something else because it looks like you have something positive coming through elsewhere, if not here. Might be something going here, but it looks like there's something positive definitely going on elsewhere. Okay. If you have other things going on. But the Nine of Water was in reverse, which tells me that you guys may have been thinking that you're not going to get your wish. However, I always read the advice cards in the upright. So that Nine of Water is you guys getting your wish fulfilled. So it's telling you that your wish comes true. Concerns fade away in a love of life, getting to enjoy life. Okay, so I'm going to pull final advice card here. And then that will be the end of the pick a card reading for the dime group and just overall. And once this reading ends in a minute here, you can go back and see the entire reading from the beginning where you can pick your deck, okay, and watch that reading for the deck that you pick, okay? There won't be any timestamps just yet because I have to go through and get the timestamps. So you could just like click somewhere on the timeline, and that should at least try to help put you close to where you need to be at. Okay, so I'll say this much. The second pick a card reading starts somewhere at 30 minutes. Of course, the first one starts somewhere 5 minutes in. The last one, probably like an hour or something, hour or 6 minutes. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. But final advice card. Okay. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. So don't let little things get to you. Don't let things be like pesky or whatever. You know, don't let the little things literally just pester you. Some things can really bug people. One more. And this is telling you to be courageous. It was in reverse because it's pointing out that you may be kind of afraid here to approach maybe the person and situation to gather truth, but it's telling you to be courageous or whatever. But that's the end of that reading for you guys. So thank you for watching. When you do watch, I recorded this live because it usually works out better when I record live versus pre-recording and then having to upload. It takes forever to upload, so I decided to record it live for that reason. Regardless if there's an audience or not, but you guys will see this later when it posts. So take care, you guys, and it's okay to step outside your house and get a little fresh air, even if you just go for a car ride. That's if you're watching this during the whole corona quarantine, social distancing thing. Don't just keep yourselves locked up inside your house going crazy. Find something to do. Creative projects, fun projects. Start a vlog, write, read, go for a jog. Just don't touch anybody out there. If you see somebody coughing, just go on about your business. Don't hoard masks. Save those for the people out there who are working in hospitals and police officers and things. They're the ones who really need them because they're not going to do anything for most of you anyway. I know this for a fact. One of my friends is a biologist. Best thing you can do is just boost your immune system, take vitamin C, elderberry, echinacea, get plenty of rest, no stress, pray, meditate, eat healthy, avoid dairy products as much as possible because it contributes to the problem of mucus. In case y'all don't know, the coronavirus, it takes the mucus in your body and especially in your lungs and hardens it and makes it hard for you to breathe. That's why I say avoid dairy products, okay? Do your research. Tons of videos out there describing what it does. But peace. Take care. And if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can check the description box below or the comment section.